Again, God bless each and every one of you today. Real quick, live outside with the Sermon on the Mount this morning. Again, my name is Clarice. I'm reading this morning, just reading. I'm a reading minister. Looking at the day, Jesus is talking about laying out up yourselves treasures on this earth. In Matthew 6:19, he said, don't lay up yourselves treasures on this earth, where moth and rust can corrupt, and where thief can break through and steal. If you laying up all yourself treasures all up on this earth, buried under the ground, treasures all over the place, safe deposits and all that stuff, Jesus said, don't lay up yourself treasures on this earth, where moth and rust corrupts, and where a thief can break through and steal. Matthew 5:19. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven. Where? In heaven. In heaven, where neither a moth nor rust does corrupt, and where a thief do not break through and steal. Can a thief break through and steal treasures in heaven? No. Can they sabotage anything? No. Jesus said, lay up yourself treasures in heaven. For where your treasures is, your heart will be also. In Matthew 6:22, the light of the body. He teaches us about the light of the body. He said the light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye is single, focus on God, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is evil, focus on everything, destroying people, messing up people's lives all day, Jesus says, then your light is full of darkness. And if therefore that light is in the darkness, how great is that darkness? And then he talks about no man can serve two masters. But either he'll hate one or love the other, or he'll hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. And you might say, well, that's why so many people have so much high blood pressure, diabetes, stress, manic depression, schizoid personalities. Why? Because they're trying to serve two masters. Sermon on the Mountain, 6:24, KJV version. No man can serve two masters. You're trying to have two masters in your life, you're going to lose your mind. You're trying to do God's work and you're trying to do the beast's work. You're going to lose your mind. And Jesus said, which one you going to serve? No man can serve two masters, but either he'll hate one and love the other, or else he'll hold to the one and despise the other. He said you cannot serve God and money. Matthew 6:25. Worry. So many people are antidepressants. So many people are on sleepers. So many people are on sedatives. They can't get it together all day, up and down on the merry-go-round. Jesus said, well, what are you worrying about? He said, therefore I say, take no thought for your life. Stop worrying and stressing out about all this stuff. What you shall eat, what you shall drink, what about your body. Worrying about all this stuff. He said, why? He said, and what you going to put on? Is not the life more than meat? Aren't you more than a burger? Aren't you more than a salad bar? He said, aren't you more than that? Yeah. He said, yeah. He said, in the body more than about clothes? Behold, look at the birds in the air. Look at them. What are they doing? But they don't sow. They don't reap. They're not reaping and planting and have refrigerators and freezers storing up all this food. He said, nor gather in the barn. No, they don't gather nothing in the barn. And yet your heavenly Father feeds them. He said, aren't you better than a bird? Aren't you more important than that? Again, this is Clarice live outside on the Mother Road this morning. Bless each and every one of you today as you go to and from your destination. This is the Sermon on the Mount, people. This is the power of the teachings of Jesus, teaching his people about our life now that we're saved. The Sermon on the Mount is Matthew 5, chapter 5 through chapter 7. At the end of it starts with the end of chapter 7. I encourage each and every one of you to read it each and every day so you'll know what Jesus was teaching, his teachings. They stayed up under his teachings every day. Stay up under Jesus' teachings every day. Do not have no less than 4 hours a day in that word. Hear it out of your own mouth. You got to read the Bible yourself and hear the verses out of your own mouth. Again, God bless you. Clarice McLean, live outside on the Mother Road.